Okay.
Sure.
Hi guys. Today I have absolutely amazing guest all the way from Toronto, Lynn. Lynn, how are you today? So good to have you. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you, Ingrid?
I'm good as well. So thank you so much. We had such a beautiful pre-chat
Hmm.
and we nearly forgot that time is ticking and need to go here in the community live. Lynn, you have absolutely amazing story and I just can't wait. Can you tell a little bit more about yourself and everything? It's so interesting, and I know community can relate.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm a relationship coach and hypnotist, and I help people heal from narcissistic relationships. And I myself have personally been in actually the three closest people in my life were
mm,
narcissists. And it affected me. And I didn't know why I was always feeling depressed or why I was feeling self-doubt, why
yeah,
I lacked clarity and direction in my life. I
yeah,
didn't understand. And then one day I decided to educate myself in narcissism. I did that. And then I also decided to up my game and improve my mindset because I was not feeling well. I did not Life was okay. I was functioning,
yeah.
but I was not up to par. So I did some self-healing, and now I'm a coach and I help people. I help women heal from a toxic relationship with a narcissist. And they are in pain, they are depressed, they lack self-esteem, um, they have self-doubt.
Yeah,
They are afraid to move forward in their life because of confidence. They are
yeah,
stuck basically, and this person is controlling them, manipulating them, putting them down, and they are stuck. And a lot
yeah,
of these women, sadly enough, and I know from here, seeing it they stay,
yeah,
and they stay, maybe they have to stay, but the abuse goes on, and if there's children involved too, it can be awful. And I help the ones that want to get help and that need the help. And there's a lot of stories out there, and Facebook groups, there's a
yeah,
lot of Facebook groups with
yeah,
women that are hurting. So I want to just get in there and just be one of the small people that helps other people and helps them understand what narcissistic abuse is and why they're feeling the way they are, and how they can heal and how they can get out of that relationship and move forward into living a joyful life. Yeah.
yeah. This is amazing. And just for audience and myself to understand what is it narcissism, and I believe there are different type. It's not just one type that we all can recognize. There's different types. There's from maybe mild narcissistic kind of twists and to the strongest one. I don't know if I'm right, but it's my
You are
imagination.
right. Yeah. Yeah, it's on a spectrum. So someone can have mild trait, like just traits, and then someone can
Mm.
be a malignant narcissist, which is on the other end, and they are mean and they are evil. There's the covert narcissist, is the one that in front of the public, Mr. Perfect, Mr. Everything, Mr. Knowledgeable, Mr. This, Mr. Friendly, but behind closed doors, controlling, manipulative, demeaning, not a nice person. That's the covert narcissist. There's the malignant, which is it's on the other end of the spectrum, just very, very mean and evil and tells lies, controlling, just 100% wrong,
Yeah,
evil.
yeah,
Yeah, so there's different kinds, but
yeah.
even though there's different kinds, they always affect you, and they always leave you feeling you like I was always doubting myself, like, oh, and you always doubt your decisions. You make a
Yeah.
decision and it's like, oh, I think I made the wrong decision. Or they say, oh, Lynn, you did this wrong, and then you think, oh, I did do that wrong, didn't I am
Yeah.
stupid. I can't do things right. What's wrong with me? So you start putting these thoughts in your head about yourself because this is what you're
Yeah.
being told. And you
Yeah.
you believe what they are telling you is true, where it's not true, right? And you
Yeah.
believe it. And so you start putting these thoughts in your head, and as time goes on, your self-esteem goes down and you start feeling not good about yourself. And
Yeah.
That's what they want, because they aren't happy people. They aren't healthy people in their mind. So they throw all their pain onto you. I'm just going to take this pain and I'm going to throw it all onto you because they can't deal with it. They don't know how to introspect. They don't know how to say, gee, I hurt that person's feelings. I'm going to go say I'm sorry. They can't do that.
They
They
can't do
have
so at all.
no, they don't have the ability. They don't have the ability to do it. They just
Yeah.
hurt and they walk away.
Yeah. And then are they how about their family? Do they behave with their family, like meaning mom, sister, siblings, do they behave exactly the same as with the spouse? Or is there any?
You mean where did they get their narcissism
Yeah,
from?
yeah, like where
Yeah.
this is
A lot
coming
of
from.
them, yeah, a lot of them had maybe a the chances are they did have a
Mm-hmm.
narcissistic parent. So say, for example, Jimmy's 5 years old and he comes
Mm-hmm.
home with his report card and he's so happy, I got B's, I got an A. And then he
Yeah.
comes and he shows his mother and he's so excited and the mother goes, where's all the A's? I don't see any A's I see one A. What's wrong with you? Why can't you do better? Next time, do better. You're not, you're,
Mm,
you're stupid. What's wrong with you? And Jimmy walks away feeling dejected, unhappy, not good about himself. So these
mm,
people usually have had a narcissistic parent or both parents, and they have gone through trauma
mm.
and abuse,
Yeah.
and emotional abuse is, they say, sometimes worse than physical.
Yeah.
I just deal with emotional. I don't deal with the
Mm.
physical. But anyway, they walk away feeling very sad. And so this carries on in life.
Yeah.
And then when they get older, they project all this pain that they're feeling from what their abuse they had. They project it out because they don't know how to deal with it. So they project it onto other people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It,
So
and
we end up carrying pain that's not even ours. It's someone else's.
my God. And but it's so like easy for people to get into that trap because how do we recognize like initially? Because then everything when it's fresh, the chemistry, all that, you blind it, but all these chemicals. Is there any a specific behavior that they usually do where usually other people wouldn't do it in at the very, very, very beginning of the relationship?
Yeah, well, usually like it's almost like they all do the same thing, but when they meet you, they'll love bomb you, like, oh, you're perfect. You're perfect for me. We're perfect together. You're so smart. Oh, in business, you're amazing. You're just number one. Oh my gosh. Like, well, we're going to be so good together. Buys you roses, takes you for dinner, spends money, and you're like, oh, I've met the perfect
Perfect.
man. Like, I am so happy. And then after 2, 3 months, it's like, Lynn, are you putting on a bit of weight? Or Lynn, what happened? Like, what happened with that business promotion? I don't see you. Is something wrong with you? Like, why didn't you get the promotion? So they start questioning you, they start doubting you, they start demeaning, and you start thinking, boy, this isn't the same person I met. Like, this is a different person. This
Yeah.
person is not being nice. So it's called love bombing when they first meet
Yeah.
you. And then it starts to go into the discard, like is
Yeah.
they're going to discard you, or they
Yeah.
start to demean you, and eventually they discard you. Like, I don't need you anymore. You don't serve. What the narcissist needs is, it's called supply. Supply is, it feeds their ego, it feeds their self-esteem. And as soon as you start not feeding them anymore, they get bored and then they leave. And then you're left going, what just happened? So it's a very confusing, sad thing. And
Yeah.
I help women that, there's a lot of women out there that are hurt, and
Yeah.
I decided to turn my life around. So now I turn it around. I turned it around. Now I help others because I know the pain
Yeah.
and it's not worth it. Life is too short. It's
Yeah.
just not worth it. So,
Yeah, I just want to celebrate you, Lynn, because being able to recognize, first of all, that you are in not the right relationship. Because there's so
mhm.
many people that they start blaming themselves, right? It's just, yeah, geez, I am stupid. I don't know what's going on. Well, of course I'm, and they lose that, confidence. They lose their self-esteem, and that's it. You're stuck for the rest of your life. And we're talking now to give that hope and maybe sparkle something if in case people are going through the same what you did,
And
to
if you're
recognize.
going through it, like how many things do you put on hold? So you meet the narcissist, you fall in love, and
Yeah.
then you start getting that negativity, and you start thinking, oh, that job promotion, I don't feel like going for that interview. I don't feel like it today. I'm not going to go. Or, um, that party that I was invited to, I don't feel like going. No. So a lot of things go by the wayside when you're in these relationships because you don't have your confidence, right? You
Yeah.
don't have that motivation, that excitement. They take that away
Yeah.
from you.
Yeah. And the
So a
health.
lot of things go
Yeah.
by the wayside, or a lot of
Mm.
things don't get done,
Yeah.
you miss a lot on life. You miss a lot of things that you probably have the potential for, but they take it away. And that's why I want to help people because, there's a lot of potential out there and they just want to take it away and
Yeah.
no more.
Oh, yeah.
No
Exactly.
more.
Yeah. No more. But there should be this, Lynn, this gut feeling in you when you're in this relationship. That, we always say the same, follow your gut or follow your heart. It's always right. But I like,
Mhm.
did you know when you were in this relationship that it's not you, it's actually him, or you didn't
Yeah.
know and you started blaming yourself and how was it for you?
Yeah. For me and my situation and my, uh, like what I went through, yeah, I went through a period of time where it's like, what's wrong with me?
Yeah.
Like, he's right. Like,
Mhm.
oh, I am not good enough for that. Or, yeah, I went through a period of thinking he was right and I'm wrong. My opinion doesn't matter now. So you feel
Yeah.
invalidated and you feel invisible. That's what you feel. You feel like you don't matter. And that's as time goes on. And yeah, one day I just sat and I thought, there's something off here, why does he come up to me and he's so mean to me out of the blue? Like
Yeah.
I haven't done anything.
Yeah.
So what is going on here? What is, and I started to think, what is his
Mm-hmm.
problem? Because it's not, I didn't do anything.
Yeah.
So it started me, I was always questioning, what did
Yeah.
I do? Why was he like that? Why did he say that? Why was he so mad at me? Why? And so all of a sudden I said, I'm going to find out why, you know? And so I got educated. I started studying narcissism 24/7, on this one and educating myself. And then I started doing mindset work because I wanted to improve my mindset and get
Yeah.
healthy again.
Yeah.
So I started doing different courses like on upping your game or
Yeah.
having more confidence. And then eventually I was on YouTube and I was doing self-hypnotism. And in a year, my mindset shifted so much. I was so much happier and so much more confident with that. I would do it um, once a day for like 45 minutes every day. Yeah, I was consistent because I wanted to feel better and I
Of
couldn't. So
course.
I became a certified hypnotist as well because it worked for me. So it does work. And yeah, I just went on a journey of healing and getting rid of the negativity and getting the positive bit back into my life. Because I used to say to myself, I was a happy child. Like I know what happiness is. I experienced it. Why aren't I happy now? Like where did that happiness go? I want to find it again,
Yeah. Yeah.
And so I did. I said, I've had it. I had like an epiphany and I
Yeah.
said, I can't do this anymore. I can't live this way. I can't do it. So yeah.
And you got out. It is. How long did it take for you, actually, the whole healing journey?
Yeah, it was like a few years. Like, and
Yeah.
everyone can do it differently.
Yeah.
Um, my course is a 3-month course, but I've included everything in it that I went through. And when they finish my course, there's still questions. We still have interview. How are you doing? Like this and that. But I guess I took my time with it, and I would say 2 years,
Yeah,
um, from starting to finish. I was also raising children. My children were young at the time, so I was also doing that. So I couldn't put my full time into it because I was raising children. I stayed home
yeah,
and raised my children. But um, yeah, I would say it took but it was so worth it because I don't regret it at all. Like it was, some days it was hard, some days it was like, isn't it easy to be a victim? No, I wanted to be a survivor, not a victim. So, and some women do, they choose to be a victim because it's easier, right? Oh, I can
yeah,
just be a victim. Yeah.
yeah,
But doing the work, is not easy, but it is so worth it. Like it's like anything
yeah.
that you want. It takes strength and it takes determination, but it's worth it at the end, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Oh my gosh, it's so much hope for people who maybe, going through the same what you did, Lynn,
Yeah.
to
There's hope for, yeah, and as I say, if I can do it, you can do it too. It is possible to heal from narcissistic
And I
abuse.
just for the audience, one thing to mention what we were talking before coming here live, because when people maybe, sometimes they want to go to not psychologists, but I let you to talk about that. But psychologists not always, might have that experience, and it's a huge difference when you're going for the help, like yourself, who lived this and healed yourself, where you go
Mhm.
to psychologists and trying to get help.
Yeah, and you have to go to a therapist that has been through it, I think. Well,
Yeah, yeah,
I'm pretty
exactly.
sure.
Yeah, yeah,
Because you could go to a psychologist and doesn't know what it is and go,
yeah,
oh, well, here's a prescription.
yeah,
You know what you have to do? Just stay away from that person and you'll be fine.
yeah,
And, take the antidepressant and do a bit of mindset. Here's some mindset work and you'll be good. I'll see you
yeah.
later.
Easy.
They don't get it, right? Because they've never
Yeah,
lived it. So,
mm,
what's the point? You're never
exactly.
going to heal, right? It's a waste of time.
Yeah, and that's why it's always so important to check the experience if this person actually, because this is strong, and this is our emotions, this is like our psychology that plays.
Yeah, you're
And
exactly right, Ingrid. You're exactly right. Yeah. Mhm.
yeah, to get, and now Lindsay, if something would happen similar, say to you, would you be able to recognize as you heal now, just not to get in the same trap? Would you be easy for
Mhm.
you to tell
Oh yeah,
something?
I have something called a narcometer. I can tell in a room, that's a narcissist, that's a narcissist. Yeah,
That's how it's
I can
easy.
tell now. I might not be always 100%, but
Yeah, but the
I
gut
can see,
feeling.
I can see what they're doing if they're in a discussion, if you get in a discussion with someone, they're just talking about themselves all the time. If you talk about you, they brush it off and talk about
Yeah,
themselves again.
just
You can
them.
tell now when you're with someone, you can tell if they're being phony about their life, like, oh, I did this and I did that and I did this, and you're thinking, oh, it doesn't sound right to me.
Yeah.
Phoniness, lying,
Yeah.
manipulative, controlling,
Yeah.
they have to be the boss. They know more than you do,
Yeah.
you don't know, you don't know what I know.
Yeah.
You haven't been through it. You don't know
Yeah.
what I know, and
Did
I can tell now. Yeah.
oh
Yeah.
my gosh, so good. So once you do the healing, once you do invest in yourself, in your health, in your mind, like it
Oh yeah,
is.
like it's amazing. Before I was like, I felt like I was sinking in this mud.
Yeah.
Now I'm out of that. Yeah, I was in it. Now I'm
Yeah.
out and I'm looking
Yeah.
in.
I'm so
Whereas
happy.
before I was in, but
Mhm.
now I'm out and I'm looking inward. I can see from the outside now what's going on. Whereas
Yeah.
before I was a victim and I was lost and I was,
Yeah.
you're being controlled and yeah, not
It,
fun.
it is. And now, Lynn, just a reminder for audience, just how, if you could touch a little bit how you work. I know, guys, Lynn will be sharing the links. Yeah, then after this interview in the comments, so you can contact Lynn directly. But how do you work? And we know it's a 3 months course that you do.
Mhm,
And if you could give a little bit more details, what can people expect then in 3 months' time? Like maybe more awareness and
mhm.
healing.
Well, yeah, I deal with the past, and then we deal with the present, and then we deal with their future. So their past is their wounds, and the
Mm.
first session, they just talk about themselves. The whole session is about them, how they met the narcissist, what went wrong, what's the negative feelings they have. They just talk, and then the second module is about their present, and I have healing modems. I have exercises we do, we talk different things, and then the last module is on the future, their future, and what do they want their future relationships to look like? How do they want them to be different from the ones they have now?
Mm.
And then yeah, they come in depressed and not feeling good, and they leave feeling so excited, and being able to do things like the other day, the woman said, Lynn, I went and bought that furniture. I wasn't gonna, I bought it and I feel so good. And when I hear my clients say that, that's what I'm waiting for. Just to hear someone say, Lynn, my confidence is back. I don't feel that fear anymore, right?
Mm.
Because a lot of what narcissists do, they put fear in you too, right? Fear.
Yeah.
So when I hear people say, Lynn, I went and did it, I feel so good. That's all I want, right? That's all I want. Yeah.
And this is beautiful, Lynn, what you are doing with your work, and you went yourself through this. You healed yourself, and now you're helping a lot of people to do the same. So this is pure inspiration for those who may be going right now.
Yeah. Because there's a lot of people in pain, and
Yeah.
I just want to help, because
Mm.
it's not easy to get out of. And if you don't know really what you're doing, and you don't understand, it's hard,
Yeah.
and you'll
Yeah.
be swimming around in a swamp for years,
Yeah.
because they're very destructive people.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. But I'm just so happy that once you heal completely, because we attract ourselves these people, in my
Yes.
belief, it just, because maybe, as you said to me and audience, maybe there was one of the parents, we just familiar with these behaviors, and we just go for that, and just
Yeah,
without
we
even.
don't know.
Yeah.
We've been conditioned to think that this is normal treatment,
Yeah.
and we think that this is the way it should be, right?
Yeah.
And it's not our fault. As I say, it's not your fault. It's not your
Yeah.
fault. It's nothing that you've done wrong. And a lot of times, oh, what did I do wrong? Why did I? It's not your fault. It's something
Yeah.
that happened to you, and you carried it forward. And but you can heal from it. And
Yeah.
you can heal from it. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, this is amazing hope for people to heal, that
Mm-hmm.
they have you guys. So if you any questions, or just connect with Lynn directly on the Facebook, and then gonna post the links as well in the
So much
comment.
for having me. I appreciate it.
I appreciate Lynn as well. So you are second guest talking about narcissistic relationships. So I'm
You're saying,
learning.
yeah, yeah, you were
I'm
saying,
learning
yeah.
myself, yeah, a lot. I think Daria girl, or maybe not Daria. Oh my gosh. And I want to find the name, but I will find the name because I just
Okay.
but I will find the name. Yeah. So and then any final words that you would like to say to the audience before we wrap it up?
Yeah, I just want to say that, yeah, as you said, Ingrid, there is hope to heal from it, and
Mm.
you're not stuck,
Yeah.
you can get out, and yes, it did happen to you, but you can
Yeah.
heal, and you can become a whole person again. You can become that person you used to be, that happy person, that
Mhm.
excited woman, that
Yeah.
confident woman, you can become that person again, even though you think, oh, what's wrong? I'll never be able to get out of this.
Yeah.
You can get out of it. And it is very possible. And there's people like me that help people get out of it and heal. So um, there is hope. There's piles of hope for it. So yeah.
Oh my gosh, this is amazing, Lynn. The work that you do and helping people, this is
Mm,
beautiful. So thank you so much for doing that. And thank you so much for sharing in this community. We
mhm.
appreciate you. I appreciate you. And yeah, guys, so thank you so much for watching.
Thank you, Ingrid, and I see you talk to so many people, so.
I'm sure we're gonna see again, right? Because you beautiful message, this message has to, reach a lot of people because there's a lot
Yeah,
going.
and I hope it does, because,
Mm.
yeah, people need help,
Yeah.
you know?
Absolutely. Okay, guys, thank you so much. And thank you so much, Lynn. And we
Okay,
will be talking to you the next time.
okay, bye.
Bye.